And then once you didn't want to send your manned aircraft, you sent your unmanned drones and we took each one of them out. Your face is being rubbed. You are frustrated. We can feel your frustration. We can feel your anger. Starting from 22nd April, you couldn't provide a shred of evidence. Nobody believes in your concocted story. Everyone knows that you are lying. And then you kill citizens, civilians, innocents. You kill children. Your lie is getting clearer for everyone to see. Your cruelty, your hubristic mindset is getting clearer. Your extremism, your anger is getting clearer. So you have to satisfy. And the people inside your country, starting from 22nd April, they are asking you, what have you done? Who are these people? Why there is this security failure? Because you have no answer to them? No, you concoct stories. We have taken down F-16. Karachi is burning. Quetta is burning. Prime Minister of Pakistan has been taken to a safe location. This, that, whatever comes to your mind. Is this a joke going on? These are two states. Their lives of hundreds of millions of people, thousands of millions of people at stake. The world peace is at stake. And this is what you are feeding. This is the war frenzy you are making. You watch their TV and they are showing that there are sirens going on, civil defense raids going on. So you want to create war hysteria? This is another point that I want to highlight, that we request the international media to fact check before buying their stories. This is just a very fresh story about someone who was leading the prayer, the funeral prayer of the people who died in one of the unfortunate place in this 6th, 7th, one of the mosques that was taken out. And the Indians started planting that this person who was leading is brother of someone whom they claim. You people are much more informed than me on this. Huh? So they started saying, no, listen to this. It's again sad that how people fall prey to these cooked up stories. So this is the British High Commissioner in UK. Now he is showing, the Indian High Commissioner in UK, he is showing this man and claiming him to be brother of this person.
The founder of the terrorist groups that you're mentioning. Look who's behind him. Look at the coffins there. They have the Pakistani national flag.
Masood Azhar's brother has been killed in operation.
So at least match your notes. Your High Commissioner in UK is saying that this man is leading the prayers. Your media is saying he has died. So before you cook up a story, I would request our dear friends, whoever is writing the script over there of this fiction book that they are writing, that at least match the notes amongst yourself.
Abdul Rauf Azhar, Masood Azhar's brother, Abdul Rauf Azhar killed in.
You have to say once something, you have to back it up with fact and evidence. Now this man who was actually leading the prayers, whom the High Commissioner of the Indian High Commissioner is saying that he is the brother, what is he telling? Who is he? This man is Hafiz Abdul Rauf and he is telling, who am I?
मुझे बड़ी ही शदीद तकलीफ है और रंज भी है कि बग़ैर किसी तस्दीक के, बग़ैर किसी तहकीक के मेरे बारे में इतनी बड़ी बड़ी बातें और बैनुल-अक़वामी चीज़ें बयान कर दी हिंदुस्तान ने और उनके मीडिया ने, जो बिल्कुल ही मुज़क्का खेज़ है और जिसका हक़ाइक़ से क़तन कोई ताल्लुक़ नहीं है। मेरी ज़िंदगी सबके सामने है। मेरे माँ बाप उस्ताद थे, मैं ख़ुद तालीम दोस्त आदमी हूँ। मैंने पहले कॉलेज में पढ़ा, स्कूल में पढ़ा और बेहतरीन मेरी एजुकेशन रही।
So this man is a local politician. This is his, he belongs to a political party also. This is his date of birth. He has a son, he has 3 daughters, and that's simply what the man is. He is not his brother, not at all. And he's saying that I have come to know through international media, saying that I am the brother of that person. I'm trying to tell you is that Even if their high commissioners are telling you something, even if their ministries are telling you something, please fact check it. Don't fall prey to their misinformation, disinformation, because they live in their own cocoons, in their own bubble, in which they believe every lie that is fed to them. India has become a disinformation, misinformation churning machine, and the only thing that can counter this is fact and reality. Again, unfortunate part that even reputed journalists like Barkha Dutt, whom people tend to believe what they are reporting on their social media. Breaking: a Pakistani pilot is in Indian custody. More details awaited. India thwarts multiple missiles and drone attacks by Pakistan on Jammu, Pathankot, and so many others. So once their persons position of authority inside India, like their high commissioners, like their spokespersons, they'll tell you lies after lies, then perhaps they are not at fault, but it's responsibility of a good journalist to fact check. Why we are requesting you this? Because once this process, this thing, this conflict that is going on, India is going to put lot of lies, fabricate lies, keep on feeding it to you, media, international media, on hourly, on minute by minute basis. Please fact check it. So she is a responsible journalist, Barkha Dutt, but she also fell prey to this bundle of lies that is coming from them. And then people listen to her, and journalists like them, and then they start believing. More such examples of lies and lies and lies. More lies. We just wanted to give you the total of the drones that we have shot down so far is 77. These are at multiple places. This collection process of these war trophies is going on. Now, I would say that what they are playing right now on their media, this is phantom defense. Again, this is what they have taken out a page from the history. That was in 2016. US journalists must be remembering that after Uri incident, they came out with a phantom strike. Their DGMO and their officers came and they started claiming that we have gone inside Pakistan and we have done this and that, and we checked and there was nothing. Absolutely nothing that has happened. And they claimed it. They still claim it. Like the way Abhinandan, the pilot we captured, they shot down 2 aircraft and they awarded him with one of their gallantry awards. Because they don't want to face the reality. So, from the following that model of phantom strike, now we see phantom defense. That Pakistan has attacked multiple places and we have defended. Great, you have done great job, okay. Show us the electronic signature. We can show you for each and every projectile that is coming, every drone that is coming inside. We can show you the debris. They send drones, we show you debris. I can lay down and fill this room, half of this room will be filled by the debris of the Indian drones. Because we don't lie. If we had casualties, we took the media, international media, to each and every place where they struck. We don't lie, we don't hide. So this is it. And if your air defense is so strong that you have taken out each and every missile and every drone, I'll ask you just one question. On night of 6th and 7th, once you shamelessly attacked holy places, the mosques, you attacked the innocent civilians. You came out with all your numbers in the air. Your whole air defense was lit up. You came at the time and place of your choosing. And after you have released weapons, only after that, once our air force struck back, why couldn't you take just one of our missiles? You were well prepared. That is the worth. And now once you call this phantom defense, then everything is going up and everything is being neutralized. Have some common sense, my dears, at that side before you start conjuring up stories. So far, 33 Pakistani Shaheed, 62 injured. That's the cost that we have paid. And I'll tell you, I have told you before, each and every drop of blood is in our conscience, in the conscience of these armed forces, the people and the state of Pakistan. You can't get away with it. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the Deputy Chief Air Operations. On behalf of the Chief of the Air Staff and the whole Pakistan Air Force, I would like to avail this opportunity to first of all thank Allah, the Almighty, and dedicate this historic face-off to the Pakistani nation for their trust and faith in the armed forces. Very special thanks to the military leadership for their foresight and all-out support by the Chief of the Army Staff, and especially to the Chief of the Air Staff for his guidance, strategic vision, and the direction that he gave to the Air Force to create history like this. He really led from the front. He was involved all the way during this operation, spearheaded it, choreographed it. We call it the new art of war. This BVR fight of a couple of dozens up to 70 from their side, about 40, crossing 100, is the first ever in the history of aviation. It is going to be taught as a textbook case and a study and a reference material in the aerial combat history. I will distill some tactical details for you because they impact on the larger strategy, and run through very quickly so as to bring you all up to speed on what happened and how did it happen. This is the Indian side, this is the Pakistani side. We had some gaps in the north, center, south, and AEW just to support it. And the IF fighters started an initial build-up that was picked up from the north and the center across IB at 0010 hours. And by that time, PAF had initiated its response within 2 minutes. By 0012, our response was activated. The IF started to get their fighters get airborne in large numbers. By the time it has come to 12:30, we were pretty sure that this is going to be the day and the time to knock some sense into these guys once again. So we commenced our multi-domain operations, the pride and joy and the new concept of war that we have. This is the picture that's getting jumbled up. We have huge number of IF fighters that are stacked up in azimuth and in vertical all across, and the PF DCA response is in position. The complete package, when it gets into shape, it is on 4 axes, and we perceive that they will have 4 incisions just to embroil. Up to 60 aircraft, including 14 Rafales, were electronically ID'd by all through our electromagnetic operational environment. We call it the EMO. So by the time they were in air, we had sorted out and contracted all fighters and accounted for. The 60 number, that augmented to 72 through their scrambles that kept on coming just to reinforce and supplement and to saturate the air defense. They thought they could do that for the Pakistani ADG, air defense ground environment. The complete DCA package response by Pakistani side was also there. We had 42 high-tech aircraft on our side, and the strategy was to have force concentration in our selected AOR and fight at our own strength. PF fighters ensured Pakistan's air sovereignty, and because of that, we first rerouted all civilian traffic that was about to go from Lahore, Islamabad, and this area, because we thought that this is going to be the hot plate. So we wanted safety for all the civil airliners. When they had seen this kind of a strong defense on our side, they resorted to launching their air-to-ground weapons while being cis frontier. And as soon as they had launched the weapons, we could ID that instantly. And the Chief of the Air Staff, as I mentioned, he was in the COC. He has been there for a couple of nights. I have seen him there. So when I said that he spearheaded and he led from the front, he really did that. And he changed the contract. We were given the rules of engagement first to deter. And as soon as this thing happened, we changed our rules of the game in the air. From deter to assure kill, deny own loss. PF strategy changed. We had a plan. We thought that Indians, the last time they said that they would have Rafales and they could have created any difference. So we targeted their center of gravity and the Rafales. That's why you see good numbers for that. We would have had more numbers, but we showed restraint. Ladies and gentlemen, the thing about this whole play time was this thing lasted for more than an hour. With so many large number of aircraft, so many large number of aircraft on both sides, with so many grinds, and the flow of the BVR, the modern warfare has changed so much that the long stick, the employment is if you don't shoot, you get shot. So that is why the art was to employ them optimally, and that was a big challenge for us. That is why I say that it has never happened before. These are the locations with the range bearing, electronic ID that we think that we are sure that we have shot. A MiG-29 was shot 8 miles from LOC, bearing 243, 20 nautical miles from Srinagar. A Su-30 was shot 192, 19 miles, 25 miles from LOC. We have the exact details because you cannot, in the modern battlefield, you cannot conjure up things out of imagination. You have an electronic ID. The aircraft gets picked up by his data link. As soon as you put on your radar, you show yourself, and nobody can hide, nobody can deny that. A Rafale was shot 54 miles from LOC in Srinagar. So you can have all these details. We have exact range bearings because when you employ your weapon, you know exactly when the missile is getting active, when it is getting, and the blip is disappearing, which is verified as you get down for the debrief. So none of the claims have any fat in them. So they are pretty clear, pretty concise, pretty accurate. And I have a audio from a Rafale formation that I will share. The call sign is Godzilla. As soon as those animals are extinct, so this one also got extinct. Please play. So he's asking whereabouts of his formation member. So the formation knows, his leader knows that his number, one of his flight member is not there. They have an RT. This is the original RT that they are exchanging, and they're asking about his position. He's giving his own operations as fine, but he has claims that I've seen an explosion in the air. And I will share this detail. This is a long RT that we have. If we can hear one RT of one formation member, we can hear all of them in panic and in distress. So the idea was to just to prize you guys and to share with you how complicated this was, how this example can be taken not to do when you know that the adversary has the long stick. But I must say that it is not the equipment that matters all the time. It is the training, it is the leadership that gives you the direction and the ownership that it shows. That's what matters. And the training, the operational competence that the whole formation has. And I hope they are slow learners, but I think they can get the drift of not doing it again. Thank you.
So this is the live coverage that their media itself is, because it's very strange that the Indians are saying that we have not lost any aircraft. So if you have seen the evidence, I'll just show you, add up what their own media and open source is telling.
Obviously, a lot of tension. Two, three things I can confirm to you straight away is that the Srinagar Civil Airport, civil traffic has been shut at Srinagar Airport. And right now, I'm in Pampur. Now, as we have been reporting since morning, early morning, that there's a fighter jet that has crashed in this particular location. The remains of this jet are scattered in a large area. Air Force, Garud commandos, and everyone has come to the location. The periphery has been completely sealed. But just to give you an idea of where it has happened, I'll ask Tariq. This is the tree. In fact, the chinar tree has taken the brunt of this particular crash, because otherwise it's a civilian built-up area and there could have been casualties. Right now, we won't speculate whose plane is this. Obviously, defense officials will come up with clarity on the same. But we've been told that at least 3 such incidents have happened across Jammu and Kashmir at 3 locations, and all 3 locations being secured by the Air Force and
So 3, at that time they are saying that we know that in Jammu and Kashmir, and the kills were 5. So this all were not in Jammu and Kashmir. So this is a picture of one of the location where the aircraft went down. On the right side, you are seeing that of the 12th April, and this is the next day after the engagement. So you can see the crash site clearly. So it was at a school. So this is again one person reporting from one of the sites. Another.
इस वक्त इंडिया के ज़ेर-ए-इंतज़ाम कश्मीर के पुलवामा ज़िले में हैं और ये वियन उसी पुलवामा ज़िले के पांपोर कस्बे का एक इलाका है। यहाँ पर रात के दौरान मकामी लोगों ने एक धमाके की आवाज़ सुनी, जिससे वो बाहर आए और उन्होंने देखा कि कुछ चीज़ जल रही है। उस मलबे से ये वाज़ेह नहीं हो पा रहा है कि वो कोई तैयारा है, कोई ड्रोन है या कोई ऐसा यूएवी है, लेकिन लोगों का कहना है कि उन्हें यकीन है कि वो एक जेट तैयारा है जो गिरकर तबाह हो गया है, लेकिन वो अनआइडेंटिफाइड जेट बॉम्बर है, जिसके बारे में ये पता लगाना बहुत मुश्किल है क्योंकि अथॉरिटीज़ ने अभी तक इस बारे में कोई तस्दीक नहीं की है। ये वाक़या एक ऐसे वक्त हुआ है जब आज अथॉरिटीज़ ने कहा था कि वॉर ड्रिल्स का एहतमाम पूरे इंडिया के साथ साथ कश्मीर में भी किया जाएगा, लेकिन रात के दौरान ही एलओसी पर जहां शेलिंग की वारदातें हुई, वहीं ये धमाका भी यहां हुआ और ऐसा ही एक धमाका जम्मू के रामबन इलाके में भी हुआ है। इत्तलात आ रही हैं कि वहां पे गोलाबारी जारी है और पूंछ सेक्टर में शहरी आबादी में कई मकानात को नुकसान भी पहुंचा है।
I think yet to even acknowledge what they lost in 2019. So we are not much worried that they are not acknowledging. But the international media, the media must know the truth. Now this is one of the crash site or one debris of one crash site. You can see that very clearly. These are aircraft. This is yet another debris of another place. Next. So this is, you can see the tail number of one of the Rafale. You can see it clearly that is lying. That tail, which was at one time was on an aircraft, is now on ground, detached. This is again, this engine was one part of one Rafale at one time, now it is on ground burning. The Indians may say that we have not lost everything, but fortunately I think for the world we are living in 21st century, it is not 18th century. Everything leaves a mark. So this is again, you can see again from the Rafale, and that is lying on ground.
Indian soldiers killed. The information minister said about 40 to 50 earlier this week. The defense minister has told us about 25. What is the latest official figure from the army?
So we don't have any confirmed figure from on the casualties because we can give you confirmed that alhamdulillah there have been not till now a single combat casualty of any soldier on the Pakistani side. There are injuries, but not any shahadat on our side. We understand from the observation that we are having of the posts and the military installations that are being targeted, that severe damage has occurred to them. I have shown you some visuals also of that. But we don't have any confirmation on any figure. All these numbers that you are listing, they emerge in the media because of the local environment that is on the Kashmir side, line of control, and this side and that side. So there are, we also hear those because people talk, there are journalists, there are local people reporting. But unlike the Indians, we are always very careful with our facts. So I will not give you anything which I don't have factual substantiation. That so many drones we have shot down. If I say 77, that means 77 drones have been shot down. If we say 5 aircraft have been shot down, that means 5 aircraft have been shot down. We substantiate everything with facts. So we also hear this chatter of numbers. So the chatter is there. It's always there because the people talk. There are dead bodies. There are funerals. There are ambulances moving. There is everything that's going on. But I don't work on assumptions and on chatter. We'll give you the facts when we have the facts.
You said that 77 drones were shot down. Some of
them.
I'm
sorry to say, I'm saying neutralized because some have been soft kill, some have been hard kill. We in military use this word shot very conveniently. No, I'm sorry. It is 77 have been neutralized.
Yes, neutralized, and you said some of them in Rawalpindi, right?
Yeah.
So how come they entered Pakistani territory so deeply before they were neutralized?
I am happy that I have an expert on my right side.
Shooting down a UAV, a loitering munition, or a killer drone, it has its own dynamics. There is a hard way of killing it, a hard kill and a soft kill. Most preferred is a soft kill. Most preferred because the number, it thrives on its number, and so the most preferred is the soft kill. So then there are opportunities where you get that vulnerability on that bird or the UAV or the loiter munition when you engage it. As soon as the bird is about to hit or is not getting neutralized or handled by a soft kill, you go for a hard kill. So sometimes it travels inside because you know that it is going to a destination or predetermined thing. It can loiter for 8 hours, 6 hours. So that is why that kind of a dosage is given and administered accordingly. So sometimes the birds are shot right there and then because of a soft kill, and if it doesn't work, a hard kill is done.
Juliette Mansour from AFP News Agency. I wanted to know if there have been any direct talk between India and Pakistan yet, and if it's not direct, indirect talk, and if yes, through which country?
So I can confirm you that I heard some news about direct communication between the Indian NSA and Pakistan NSA. No such communication has been made. And as far as indirect, I think you'll get a better answer from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs because all this diplomatic initiative is being spearheaded by them.
Xinhua News Agency. According to WAFDA yesterday, that the Netlam Jhelum hydropower project has been shut down due to the missile attack, as you are also shown some footage. Can you verify the news that it has been shut down, and what is the status right now? So regarding of that, we know that in Pakistan there are still a lot of civil facilities such as the hydropower dam and power plants. Are there any strengthened measures such like anti-missile system taken to prevent such a attack happen again? This is my first question.
Coming to the second part, I'll not go into the specific details, obviously because of operational reasons, that what air defense measures or anti-aircraft measures have been taken around them. But we have a very robust layered tiered air defense system in Pakistan. And so I'll leave it to that. I'll not go into the details that which thing and how it is protected. Of course, the damage that you have seen and publicly we have released that damage. The concerned authorities have to take the corrective measures, and for which whatever, if they have to shut it down, it is their prerogative, and the Water and Power Development Authority and their concerned partners will take those.
We know that in the transcript yesterday released from the Foreign Ministry about Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister's briefing to Islamabad-based ambassador, they said that it was mentioned that South Asia is home of 1/5 of the world population, and it could ill afford irresponsible actions like the others carried out by India last night.
We think the countries, the friendly countries in the neighborhood can do to help in this situation. To help in this situation. To jointly counter this regional threat. I think the first thing is to put some sense into these people who have this hubristic mindset. The first and foremost thing is to tell them that don't externalize your internal problems and don't internalize your external problems. Have some sense and don't try to act like a regional hegemon. You are not. And respect the sovereignty and territorial integrity of the other states. Live like a responsible state. Stop spreading lies. Stop putting fake news out. And live like neighbors you need to live. So I think the first thing is to put some sense. And if that sense can't be put, then sense have to be put in some other way. Because this cannot go on. This cannot be allowed. That you think that you have a false sense of self-entitlement, God knows from where it comes. So this has to be told in the language that they can understand. Hopefully that language is the easier one and it doesn't get that harsh.
Yesterday, Indian Defense Minister said that quotation operation is not over after the drone attacks. What is your intelligence? I mean, are you expecting such kind of attacks as like a 6 and 7 May in near future? And what is the Indian army positions about the line of controls? Are they putting the more defense or more forces over there to, let's say, to prepare a war or something? What is your intelligence about this?
We are prepared for any eventuality, whatever they may do. It's their choice. I told you before, whatever they may do, we are prepared for any eventuality. They want to continue it, fine. But what they have started, I'll tell you, we'll finish it.
Sikandar Karmani from Channel 4 News in the UK. You talked extensively about the Pahalgam attack. I know Pakistan has called for an independent inquiry. Whilst that has not started, I wonder if the intelligence services in Pakistan have, of their own accord, begun any kind of investigation into whether indeed there were any links between, for example, Lashkar-e-Taiba and the incident in Pahalgam. Secondly, on the bigger picture, it seems from what you've been saying that Pakistan is planning a sizable response to India's actions rather than heading towards de-escalation. Can I confirm that assessment is fair?
So first thing is that Pakistan has got nothing to do with Pahalgam incident. The state of Pakistan has got nothing to do with the Pahalgam incident.
Has any investigation been carried out to ascertain that?
So once I say, I think I say based on facts and evidence. With such a surety I am telling you that the state of Pakistan, naturally, I'll not say on the top of my head. It's because I know for a fact, based on the evidence, based on what we understand, based on what we have seen, that Pakistan has got nothing to do with Pahalgam incident. And that's why we say that if you think you have, then bring it forward and put it to some independent neutral commission. Because what we see, the way we have seen everything, we have got nothing to do with it. How have we come to that conclusion? Have we talked with this A, B, C, D, E, F? That's not something that needs to be shared right now. If we have that evidence, we will share it to that independent neutral commission, that how we have come to this conclusion. I know for a fact that Pakistan as a state abhors terrorism. We don't support any terrorist entity. We condemn terrorists and terrorism in all forms and manifestation in all over the world, everywhere. We are a victim of terrorism. We know that terrorists have no religion. They have no state. They are those inhuman people who think that they can impose their own view, their extremist perverted ideology on others by force. So we have no mercy, no connection, anything in common, the state of Pakistan, with terrorism. We are in fact, as I said earlier, the last bulwark state. As a state, we are standing against terrorism. Just feel for yourself a country in which in a year thousands of people die at the hands of terrorism. Hundreds of billions of dollars are inflicted. We stay away as much as we can away from these extremist elements. We despise them. Those who think that they can impose their perverted ideology through bullet. Absolutely not. The state of Pakistan has got nothing to do with Pahalgam incident. Absolutely nothing. So what was the other question?
The second part of the question was just saying that it seems from your tone and your words that Pakistan is planning a sizable response to India's aggression rather than heading towards de-escalation. Is that assessment correct?
Who is escalating over here, my friend? Who has been escalating? Who is doing provocation after provocation and provocation? Who is it? They want to set a new norm that it's their convenience. Whenever they will feel, they will go cross border, they will go cross international. They are going to hit anywhere where they like. They are going to send drones inside Pakistan and they are going to harass the innocent citizens and the people of Pakistan. They can do terrorism here. You heard just now that I am here for years and we will be here for years and we are having this network from Lahore to Baluchistan. What do you think of Pakistan? That we will allow all this to happen? Once we say we have all the rights to do whatever to protect the honor, integrity and sovereignty of people of Pakistan. Whatever we have been doing so far is just protecting ourselves. And we have been doing it with a lot of grace and alhamdulillah with a lot of success. And we are rubbing their nose on every day, every hour, from wherever they are coming. Whether they are doing this shelling and this firing on line of control, they are getting a befitting response. Once they came in here, they got a befitting response. They sent in their drone, they are getting a befitting response. So at a time, place and method of our choosing, we will do whatever we will do. We are not beholden to anyone else but the people of Pakistan.
Kamran Yusuf from TRT World. First, a little clarity. A couple of days back, Pakistan's Deputy Prime Minister told me in an interview and confirmed that there was a contact between Pakistani and the Indian National Security Advisor. And you were saying that there was no contact. Please clarify that.
The Deputy Prime Minister said there was a contact if there is a contact between 1, 2, 3, 4 parties. So I am telling you there was no direct contact between the Pakistani NSA and the Indian NSA. If one party is talking to someone and is talking to someone, that happens in diplomacy, that is a practice. That is something novel. But I can confirm you there was no direct contact.
About the air defense of Pakistan, when you see the ingress routes for fighter jets and they are trying to avoid certain areas, this means that this air defense is pretty effective. They are following certain profiles of weapon delivery which are there meant to evade surface to air missiles. This means that they are effective. Both the countries have very effective air defense systems, the S-400 from their side and equally capable, if not more, from our side in the north and in the south. There are certain ways the high MADs and the low MADs are employed, certain ways where fighters are employed, and that's the way the air combat and the modern air combat is progressing. So Pakistan has a very effective air defense system. We did have one kill because of that, I can assure you.
Alaikum. First of all, thank you for this. I'm Hamza Jalani with the Financial Times. And I just wanted to ask, you mentioned that you got one kill with air defenses. If you could explain for the 4 other kills, which aircraft was used, whether it was J-10C or JF-17, and if there was an air-to-air missile used, if it was the PL-15, and whether that was the PL-15 export version or the original version.
If you could tell me in very non-technical terms about air defense system, what are the capabilities that Pakistan have when it comes to neutralizing surface to surface and air to surface missile systems?
Air to surface? Yeah. Okay. This means academic discourse, a pretty intense kind when you are asking such technical details, and we'll bore the rest of the people with them. But I must, on a broad guideline, that the Pakistan Air Force air defense system is pretty capable of handling high-speed, long-range vectors, even hypersonic weapons. So this should be pretty comforting to everybody inside Pakistan. B, delving into details that which platform applied which weapon. You see, in modern warfare, all the players have their own contracts as per the game plan, and they create opportunities. Sometimes you have cross pockets which are of providence. So let's not go into details with which aircraft at which angle and aspect, and it D-max was it at what delta. But we did have a high MAD kill. We had participation from GF-17, the F-16s, the J-10s, and PL-15E or X or Y. It's the short log that we had.
Ji, Assalamu alaikum. Abid Hussain from Al Jazeera. My question to DGISPR Saab. Sir, my question is that obviously you have denied very robustly that we did not send any drones or any missiles to India. So would you very categorically say what happened yesterday in terms of the videos that they have shown in Jammu particularly, was that a false flag operation from the Indian side? And subsequently, maybe, perhaps tomorrow, whenever they come up with some sort of debris, which you have asked in this thing, if that does happen, how would you perhaps, is it going to become a he said, she said thing or something else? So these two things.
If we had sent anything, it will leave a electronic signature, one. We have all the records of the airspace, that what goes there and what goes from here to there and what comes from there to here, and it's all time stamped. So we are pretty confident once we say that nothing went from here. And as far as they are concerned, we don't give much damn and credence to whatever they say. So whatever they are saying on Pahalgam, whatever they are saying about these mosques and places of worship where they say there are terror camps and there was some training, whatever they are saying about that Pakistan yesterday, the havoc that they had caused to Pakistan yesterday, how many aircraft they have taken it out, whatever they are saying that what we have launched over there. So I've just shown you their High Commissioner, a very responsible person, is telling that this man, who is he, falsely calling someone who is someone else is someone else. And then the same media who is telling you stories, they have already declared him dead. So who to believe over there? What to believe?
You said that we are not escalating, but how does Pakistan military see the next steps on the escalation ladder? And do you foresee any ramp-offs in this process?
Escalation ladder, it is always unpredictable. Could any of us have predicted that Indians would launch a phantom defense last night and start claiming that Pakistan has attacked India at 15 locations? Or you could have predicted about 2 days ago that after 2 days India would say that they have taken out the Karachi port and it's burning. With such a belligerent who can come out with any story, who has no morality, could you predict that they could go and they will try to knock out the one of the holiest places of Sikhs, who are part of the majority of whom live in India and they are their citizens, Nankana Sahib, that they would plan such a thing? Could you predict that they will themselves target their own citizens and their own places and do in Amritsar with missiles? Can you predict that? You are asking me to predict that how I am going to behave? You want all the rationality and all the logic and all the cold responses from Pakistan, and you think that they have all the room to play and whatever they won't like to do? Nobody can predict.
Sarah Hassan from Voice of America. There's a fear among the public. Schools are closed, airports are partially operational, and as you also said that we will respond at our time. So do we think that we are still in the state of war?
What do you think? What is this? Till the time the territorial integrity, sovereignty and honor of Pakistan requires that.
If Pakistan's airspace, Pakistan's land, Pakistan's ADIZ and territorial waters, there's no compromise. There's no compromise. Pakistan's people, when they are threatened, their loss of life, loss of material, it cannot go unnoticed, cannot go like that. We owe it to our nation. and the pride and the trust the Pakistani nation has on our armed forces. We have always upheld it at all cost. At all cost. We did try to tell them with our tactical brilliance in Pulwama. Now we showed them our operational prowess and strategic guile and guide, and I think they should take heed. This is the best we can.
Opening statement and a brief presentation on the ongoing situation. I am joined here with my colleagues from Pakistan Air Force, AVM Aurangzeb, and Admiral Rab Nawaz from Pakistan Navy. And after I am done with my part, then AVM Aurangzeb will give you briefly the air picture, and then we will take your question and answers. I'll give you first a rundown of briefly our understanding of the Pahalgam incident. If you see that the location of the site, that the Pahalgam, it is from the tip of the Badori Bulge. The crore distance is 108 kilometers and the ground distance is more than 200 kilometers. This is in context to the allegation that it was the terrorists, the people who were the perpetrators, they came across from the Pakistani side. So I just want to tell you that how deep inside the illegally occupied in Jammu and Kashmir, this location of the site. If you see the map, the area, it is quite a hilly terrain. If you can show the terrain and open this slide. So if you see this, it's quite a hilly terrain. And the place where it happened, it's about 5.3 kilometers from the road head, another 1 to 2 kilometers from the police station. And this is either jeepable or on horseback that the people reach over there. So if you go to the next slide, you will see the first investigation report. It says that the incident culminated at about 14:20 hours. And the FIR has been filed at 14:30 hours. So after the incident finished, within 10 minutes, the police was there. It went there, it investigated, it went back, and then it filed the first investigation report. And the distance of travel is, one side is around about 30 minutes. So I don't think that it's humanly possible to do that. And if you see the contents of the FIR, the relevant part, we have highlighted it for you, it says that the people, the handlers were across the border. So they, within this 10 minutes, they concluded and they found out in the investigation that whoever did it, from where he was being handled, it says there were indiscriminate firing, and so that is what it's trying to say. So this is all, once we say that we have not seen any shred of evidence that how this evidence has been produced. So in this evidence there are so many holes and leaks that there is a lot of red flags and questions. That how within 10 minutes they were able to find that. You will see that within at 3 o'clock, around about 3 o'clock, 3:05, the social media handles in India started saying that it was the Pakistan attacked Pahalgam. So they were absolutely sure that what happened. Where is that evidence? We are till now today saying that okay, you knew at 3 o'clock that Pakistan attacked Pahalgam. Where is it? From where it's coming? Their TV channels started saying it. Please run this please run this clip of the TV channel.
There are reports coming in of 4 tourists who have been targeted. They've been attacked by the terrorists in Pahalgam.
Well, telltale signs of Pakistan's involvement is now emerging behind the Pahalgam terror attack.
So this confirmation is clear now that there were Pakistani terrorists.
Pakistan is not willing to digest that so much improvement has taken place in Jammu and Kashmir.
So the point is to be noted is that at 3:30, it was Pakistan everywhere. Why it's important to say it again and again and even today is that this is the basis, the very flimsy basis, the very concocted basis on which today we are seeing the military situation that is going on right now, on the basis of which the innocent children, women, elderly and civilians are being killed. This is that basis. Now, if you go ahead, what is the people of the valley in Kashmir, what is the people all across India saying about it? What was they saying and what are they still saying of that incident, of those accusations, on the basis of which we are sitting over here, and from the night of the 6th, 7th May, you are seeing this blatant aggression that has taken place from India. What is the reality of that? Please run the first clip.
10 लाख से ज्यादा यहाँ पर आर्मी है. अगर यहाँ पर पोस्ट कोई शेयर करेगा ना, उसको रात में ही उठा लेंगे. अगर कोई पोस्ट गलत करेगा कोई शेयर, अगर यहाँ पर इतना फौज है, वो क्या करे, वो जख मारे हैं. वहाँ पर 200 बंदे थे, तब वहाँ पर क्यों नहीं आर्मी थी, क्यों नहीं थी, वो कहाँ गई?
पहलगाम की जिम्मेदारी किसकी है? जिम्मेदारी तो सरकार ने लेनी चाहिए. पहलगाम की जिम्मेदारी, 27 लोगों की जान गई, वहाँ पे सिक्योरिटी क्यों नहीं थी, क्यों निकाली गई? तो तुम्हारा इंटेलिजेंस क्या कर रहा था? वो फेल्योर नहीं है, ये सरकार का फेल्योर नहीं है. ये प्लान करके मत करो.
सरकार तो गई हुई है, मतलब इतना बड़ा
Son of a victim.
हमला हुआ, उन्हें कुछ पता ही नहीं है. इधर पूरी नीचे पूरे आर्मी का बेस है, उन्हें पता ही नहीं है.
चक्के नाकों पर आपके हर जगह आपको मिलिट्री दिखेगी, पुलिस दिखेगी, सीआरपीएफ दिखेगी. किस लिए? बॉर्डर पे हैं तो कहां से आए, जहां तक पहुंचे हैं तो वापस कहां गए? इस तरीके से किया गया रिटेलिएशन नहीं हो सकता है.
अगर 7 लाख से 12 लाख के आसपास यहाँ सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस है, उसके बावजूद इनको ये पता नहीं इंटेलिजेंस फेलियर.
3 टायर सिक्योरिटी रहते हुए भी एक ऐसा लैब्स हुआ, और ये सिक्योरिटी लैब्स है.
What happened to our intelligence? Have we failed somewhere? And if we have, why have we failed?
इंटेलिजेंस फेलियर है, सिक्योरिटी फेलियर है. यहाँ 7 लाख फौजी है जमा कश्मीर में, एक छोटा सा इलाका है, 7 लाख फौज है, वो कहाँ है?
वहाँ पे गाड़ी नहीं जा रही है, पैदल इंसान जा रहा है. सिक्योरिटी इतनी है कि वहाँ से कहाँ से टेररिस्ट कहाँ से आ गए? वहाँ कहीं ना कहीं इनकी एजेंसी ही अटैक करवाती है.
Now, listen to what the other people all across India are saying.
ये पुलवामा 2 है. पुलवामा 1 में कोई उत्तर नहीं मिला देशवासियों. ये संयोग नहीं है, प्रयोग है. पूरी देश की जनता, मैं नहीं कह रहा हूँ, पूरी देश की जनता. देखिए, काफी लोगों को ये नहीं पता है कि पहलगांव कहाँ है, चंदनवाड़ी कहाँ है, विष्णु टॉप कहाँ है, गणेश टॉप कहाँ है, शेषनाग कहाँ है, अमरनाथ क्या है.
आज 3 दिन हो गए हैं, अभी तक एक भी इस्तीफा क्यों नहीं आया, या कोई भी किसी ने भी अकाउंटेबिलिटी क्यों नहीं लिया? आप क्या सरकार और क्या डिफेंस और क्या आप होम मिनिस्ट्री चला रहे हैं? आपसे अभी तक वो आतंकवादी पकड़े तक नहीं गए हैं. बेवकूफ नहीं है हम लोगों को सब समझ आता है.
कोई इंटेलिजेंस फेलियर नहीं था, इंटेलिजेंस इनपुट्स होने के बावजूद अटैक हो गए.
ये जो एक घटना घटी है, इससे लाभ किसको हो रहा है? कहाँ ढूंढते फिरोगे भाई? जो तो आपके बीच में यही घूम रहा हो, या कोई कश्मीर के लोग अपने यहाँ पे घटना करके आबाद होंगे?
The wife of the naval officer killed in this attack. That was 90 minutes he kept on bleeding and no one was there.
हमारे घर में कोई घटना होती है तो हम सबसे पहले किसको पकड़ेंगे? सबसे पहले तो चौकीदार को पकड़ेंगे ना, कि तुम कहाँ थे, क्यों ये घटना हो गई तुम्हारे रहते हुए.
कश्मीर में सिचुएशन स्टेबल नहीं है, कश्मीर में कुछ भी ठीक नहीं है. जो आप चुप देख रहे हो ना, इसका मतलब ये चुप नहीं है, ये किसी आने वाली चीज की आहट होने वाली है. जैसे एक साइलेंस होता है ना कुछ होने से पहले, कश्मीर अभी उसी ट्रिगर पर है.
देश में अब तक के सारे बड़े आतंकी हमले भाजपा की सरकार में हुए हैं, और भाजपा की सरकार आते ही देश और देशवासी सभी खतरे में आ जाते हैं. पहलगाम हमले के बाद से ही सरकारी कवियों ने पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ मोर्चा खोल दिया है और वीर रस की कविताएं पढ़ना शुरू कर दी.
all Indians.
देश के गृह मंत्री ने
This is
अपना
Indian
इस्तीफा
public.
क्यों नहीं लिखा, और प्रधानमंत्री को हमले के तुरंत बाद आतंकियों को धमकाने के लिए बिहार में रैली करने की क्या जरूरत पड़ गई?
जम्मू कश्मीर के पहलगाम के निकट मिनी स्विट्जरलैंड कहे जाने वाले बैसल घाटी में आतंकी हमला हुआ. डॉक्टर राहत इंदौरी साहब की पंक्तियां हैं, सरहद पर बहुत तनाव है क्या, कुछ पता तो करो, चुनाव है क्या.
Why it's important that we recall this? It's because of these questions, these very valid questions, this criticism that is coming from inside India, to divert attention from that because they don't have any answers to this. What they do? They attack Pakistan, so that the whole attention of their domestic public, all this criticism is diverted to something else. And as we will see, as you must have seen, that before doing that, they gag the complete media. They ban the thousands of Twitter handles and social media sites. They ban all sort of digital media that is operating inside Pakistan.